For the longest time, I've just been a go-getter and striving for greatness, and I have done that pretty well in my sporting career as a diver. But there's always another level, and at each level, you can either learn to become complacent and enjoy that spot, and I would call that like the peaceful side of it, but there's also the other side of wanting more and striving for greatness, and that's like the inadequacy, like always feeling inadequate and always striving for more. But these are things that are on two opposite sides, and you hear a lot about like how wisdom is being able to have two contrarian views or two contradicting views in your brain at the same time. And being able to balance that stuff is what creates wisdom and is what creates a peaceful life, I believe. Jocko Willink talks about this stuff in his book, which is The Dichotomy of Leadership, and only focuses in on the leadership side of things, with having to be a micromanager and also laissez-faire at the same time. Being able to find the balance there and knowing what situations to do what in. And I think that comes with experience, but I also think that you can shorten that time gap to being proficient at something by learning about it through other people's experiences as well. So there's a lot of dichotomies in life, and one of them is the peaceful inadequacy that I am just trying to figure out now. And to me, it means being able to be at peace with where you are currently while striving for more down the road and wanting more for yourself. But when you want more for yourself, a lot of times it creates this gap in your brain. Naval talks about it with desire being a contract you make with yourself until you get what you want. Desire is the inadequacy that you feel. Desire is striving for greatness, and I think you should want that. But at the same time, you have to be at peace with where you are currently, so that way it doesn't ruin your current day-to-day, because being present is also a gift, and being present is one of the ultimate goals I would say you should have for your life too. The more present you are, the more you can take in, and I think the better subjective well-being you're going to have. So you have to have both, and I think this is something that I struggle with at times, and at other times I'm very great at being present, and also I don't have any problems striving for the future, like having the goals that I have. I definitely want a lot for myself. So I think everybody's going to struggle with different parts of it. You might be somebody who's like pretty good in the moment and very happy, peaceful from moment to moment, present, and doesn't strive enough. And that's not to say that not having ambition or not striving is necessarily a bad thing. From my worldview, in my opinion, I think that we're on this earth and we should do it as much as we can to impact others. And that's part of the reason I started this YouTube channel, and I'm talking every day at the camera, working on being more comfortable in front of the camera and not having as many filler words, making these videos better and better each day. But I also want to impact people and talk about the things that are meaningful for me and the things I'm struggling with and the things that I'm going through. And I hope you can get some takeaways from it as well. When it comes to reaching peaceful inadequacy, I think it's just a daily reminder. It's kind of like meditation, where you have to constantly practice it in order to get good at it. And the moment you stop practicing it is the moment that you suck. So every time you feel that, oh, I just need to do this, you don't need to do it. You want to do it because you have goals and you want to strive for. That's the inadequacy side. But being comfortable in that and teaching yourself to be like, oh, this is a good feeling. I'm so happy I get to strive for this thing. I'm completely healthy and I can do this. I'm at peace right now with that. Oh, and one other thing that I have trouble with sometimes is I overstack my plate for the day, and I'm like, I want to get all of this stuff done, but everything takes longer than you think it's going to take. So I have to, at the end of the day, see a list of things that I didn't accomplish, and I'm pretty good at it now, but in the past, I would look at that list and think, oh man, I'm not getting anything done. But I did accomplish something that day, and as long as you're moving forward, you should be happy with the results. Because the results are going to come as long as you keep moving towards the thing that you're wanting. But we're human and we just want it to come faster. So peacefulness is probably just the ultimate patience. And when you balance that with the other side of going for your goals as hard as possible, but you can kind of keep both in your brain at the same time, I think that's when the true unlocks come in terms of subjective well-being and also external validation and reaching goals and having success and all of that stuff. But it doesn't happen overnight. So hopefully this was an interesting topic for you. It's something that I've been thinking about a little bit. And yeah, I'll see you tomorrow for the next video. Bye.